What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me again. I hope you guys are all doing well. I am so excited to be back. I've been gone from YouTube for about a month now, and if you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, then you already know why. I actually took some time off because it was my wedding, and also we went on our honeymoon. So anyway, I just literally got back a few days ago, and the first thing that I did when I got back was I actually ended up going to the Charlotte Tilbury launch party, and it was a lot of fun, and I got a lot of makeup because they had like really fun goodie bags and stuff. So I kind of wanted to kick things off on YouTube with a tutorial using most of her stuff. This is not a sponsored video. Just because I'm using a lot of her stuff doesn't mean she's paying me for it. I also want to say that I'll be doing a Q&A type video, so if you have any questions from me regarding makeup, personal life, whatever it is, leave it in the comment section because I am planning this video to come out very soon. So yeah, if you have any questions for me, be sure to leave it down below. Let's get started with this tutorial. Starting off with my Elizabeth Arden Flawless Future Moisture Cream and applying this all over my skin for a nice and hydrated base. Alright, getting my hair out of the way and grabbing my Sasha Cosmetics palette. This is a really heavy foundation palette. It's cream based, so applying the first two colors under my eyes as well as the center of my face because I want that really highlighted effect. So as you can see, it's super bright and sort of yellow at the same time. Then grabbing this color right over here and mixing it with a CC cream because I do want it to dilute the product just a little bit. Like I said, it's a very heavy foundation. So once I dilute it with the CC cream, I apply it all over my skin. Next up, grabbing the darkest color in the palette and starting to contour. I like to apply this on the hollows of my cheeks as well as the sides of my nose, a little bit on the center, my forehead, jawline, and then once it's all there, you want to apply the highlight color on the center, like the inner corners of your eyes, and then grab your beauty blender or whatever brush you like to blend with and begin to blend away. Alright, moving on to setting this hard work in place using my Nars compact powder, and of course my absolute favorite product by Charlotte Tilbury is this highlight and bronzer palette. It's so beautiful. I actually have seen this going around YouTube, so a lot of people are talking about it, so I was very excited that it was in my goodie bag. The highlighter is beautiful, it's very natural, it just gives you a radiant glow, and then the bronzer itself is very light as well. I think this is perfect for daytime especially because it's kind of hard to mess up or apply too much of because you're not going to get like harsh edges because of the fact that it's a pretty light colored bronzer. And lastly on the face, I'm applying this blush just on the apples of my cheeks and taking it up just a little bit. And filling in my brows and making them just a little bit thicker with my BrowGal number 6 pencil. Alright, it's eyeshadow time, and this one's called Dolce Vita. I think this was definitely my favorite color palette over there, and I got lucky to have it in my bag. Yeah, total coincidence, because she has like other colors, and they're all amazing, but this was definitely my favorite. So, starting off with the lightest color, applying it on the inner corners, and then the gold goes all over my eyelid. Now, the reason why I like to use Fix Plus with this is because the shimmers just stay on a little bit longer, and the color just shows off so much better. As you can see, it gives it that beautiful metallic effect. So yeah, with a flat brush, apply it all over your eyes. Now with the brown color from the palette, mixing it with a little bit of that reddish brown color, applying this on my crease and blending it really well. I usually like to apply this starting from the outer corners and bring it all the way in because I'm going for that smoky effect. So the best way to apply this and sort of get that well-blended smoky eye effect is to apply with one brush and then grab a clean brush like this one and blend all the harsh edges. Like even when you think you're done blending, just blend a little bit more. Trust me, it'll turn out beautiful. So for my particular eye shape, because I do have a heavy fold, I like to take the darker color up a little bit higher. So if you don't have a heavy fold, you can keep it lower, more closer to your eyelids. But like I said, I love opening up my eyes, so I like to take that color up a little bit higher towards my brow bone. So this step, I just basically reapplied a little bit of that gold bronze color just on the center because I was starting to see it disappear. So then, grabbing the same color with a pencil brush and applying it on my bottom lash line and smoking it out. And then gradually intensifying this look. So again, grabbing the darker colors from the palette, starting from the outer corners, bringing it all the way to the inner corners, and also getting it just a little bit on that crease. So as you can see, it defines it better. So again, if you have a heavy fold, this trick is awesome. It'll totally open up your eyes. This is another game changer step, so definitely follow it. Grab a clean fluffy brush like this one, and as you can see, I blend the bottom lash line and extend it right over there, so it kind of elongates my eye and blends the whole shadow all together. I absolutely love that step. Anyway, moving on to my eyeliner. This one is by Meryl Norman. This is actually the same brand as the CC cream. It's a pretty cool brand. It's kind of new to me. So applying the black liner on the inner rim of the eye, and you can also apply the same one on the top, but I wanted to show you guys what the Charlotte Tilbury one looks like. But it's just the liquid eyeliner. It's pretty precise, pretty black, no complaints there, but I am not going for that precise eyeliner look. So after applying this, it kind of dries really fast. I went back to my black eyeliner and applied it really close to my lash line, and then grabbed the other end of it, which is like a sponge smudger, and smudged out this for that, again, like really faded smoky eye. And you want to do the same thing on your bottom lash line, so apply the liner really close to your lash line, sort of halfway, and then blend it with the other end and smudge it down a bit. So we're almost done with the eyes. This is kind of what it looks like with all the colors blended, but I'm going to do one last thing with the shadow, and that's to apply the lightest color in the palette just on the center of the eye to give it a beautiful highlight. Okay, next you want to curl your lashes and apply your favorite mascara. I am going with the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara today, applying this all over the top and bottom. Alright, lastly on the lips, I'm using 3 of her products. The first one is called Lip Cheat, and it is a lip liner, a very pretty color. It's got like a little bit of a peach undertone. And then topping it off with the lipstick called Penelope Pink. And lastly on the lips, I'm topping everything off with her Seduction lip gloss. This is another favorite of mine. It's a beautiful color, as you can see, and it has a lot of shimmer and shine to it. So, not shimmer, but more shine. Anyway, so then I grabbed a little bit of that highlighter and applied it on the Cupid's bow to give it that extra glow. And then for the eyes, I cut the Demi Wispies by Ardell, or they're just called Wispies, and I put one half on one eye and the other half on the other eye, just on the outer corners. So one thing I want to say to you guys is that this line is pretty expensive, so please don't feel the need to go spend tons of money to create this look. You can absolutely recreate this look using whatever you already have. It could be the Naked palettes or whatever it is that you have. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so happy to be back on regular schedule, so definitely expect weekly videos from me, sometimes even 2 videos a week. So, of course, if you have any requests, leave them down below or connect with me on all my social media sites. Thank you so much for watching, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel for more of my videos. If you decide to recreate this look, I would love to see it on Instagram, so please tag and hashtag me at Makeup by Sona. I'll see you guys soon. Bye!